This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They'll roll him out right.
And he's got Jordan complete right side.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket.
And got his man complete. Touchdown. Packers. Jalen Guyton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here we go on 4th down. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so. You have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd and 10, Watson flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense for the Packers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure...
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watt under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play there for Seattle. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, cut your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. He hits Adams complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the 22, Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Wilson on first down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Final shot before the break. Watson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On first down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Try to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play that time on 4th and 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll look to throw here.
And completes it again to Metcalf.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Pushing through the contact. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After we turn to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit and try and calm things down?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a first down throw, Watson.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A gain of 3, second down. Watson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10.
They are not ready for us.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 2nd and 3. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 36, Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Steps away. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. Touchdown, Seahawks. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain for second down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Watson to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off at the 25.
And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll drop to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Seahawks, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year.
And they